my lips ain't dry as my face. Like, what's up, guys? It's your girl Ty, back in with another video. And in today's video, I'm gonna be taking out my hair and cutting my ends. I'm gonna style it at the end, but it's just gonna be something temporary. We're gonna see, because y'all, your girl struggles when it comes to her hair. We're gonna go ahead and get started with the video. Alright, guys, so we are going to go ahead and part the one side of my braids. Once that side is parted, we're going to focus on the other side. And the first thing that we're going to do with this side is oil it. So I'm using the Shea Moisture Scalp Refresher to oil my hair. And I'm doing it all throughout that whole side that I left out. Make sure that you guys moisturize it really, really well, because you don't want your hair to be too dry. I'm also going through it with my castor oil. And the castor oil basically is like a sealant to keep my hair moisturized and soft for when I take it out. So now I am about to go ahead and start to take out my hair. Oh, and I forgot to moisturize my edges, so I had to make sure I apply some of that onto my edges. I then proceeded to go ahead and take out my hair. This is once I took out the twist. My hair has gotten long, guys, and I saved the remaining hair because I am going to be doing another style. So I then continued to take out the rest of my hair. This was my hair after I took out every single twist. My hair looks really, really soft and shiny, and now we are going to go ahead and take it out of the rubber band. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to put the oil into my hair, because as you guys can see, it makes my hair easier to maintain at the roots, and my hair is much more shinier. Go through it with the comb, start from the ends and then to the roots. Never start from your roots, because it can cause more breakage than is needed. But it made my hair very, very easier, made it way easier to maintain, and it was really, really shiny and really, really soft, so definitely helped the process easier. You guys can kind of see how wavy my hair is a little bit, how shiny the castor oil and the Shea Moisture Scalp Refresher gave it more shine. So you're gonna repeat that same step throughout the whole hair. Comb, detangle with your fingers, and I'll be back once I am finished with that whole side. So now that I am finished with that whole side, I'm going to go through my hair with this comb brush. Guys, this is the best freaking brush in the whole world. You guys can get it on Walmart, online, and it definitely makes your hair soft and easier to maintain and causes less breakage. So once you're done with that side, you have to go ahead and do the other side. So ta-da, I completed the other side. Now we're going to go ahead and part my hair down the middle for my style. So for this style, guys, I'm going to be doing a slick back, and I have 4C hair, so honestly it's crazy how I accomplished this. But you're going to pick your hair and you're going to part it space by space. You're going to do small parts. You don't want your parts to be too big, especially if your hair is thick. Once you parted it, this is how mine looked. Then I divided it into 3 small sections, and then I divided those 3 small sections into smaller sections, and I'm combing out my hair and clipping my dead ends. So I'll be back once I am done with that. Once I'm done clipping my ends, I'm going to go through with this hard bristle brush, and I'm going to go ahead and brush it down to make it a lot easier to maintain. I am using this creamer to put on top of my hair, and basically this moisturizing cream will kind of help and stop my hair from caking up when I apply the gel. So I only put a little bit because you don't want it to be too wet. You still want to keep your puffiness. Then I go through it with the Green Eco Styler gel. I didn't want to use too much. I used just enough just for that little part. And I applied it onto there. I then went through with that same comb brush to make sure that it is flat. I thoroughly went through it multiple times. And then I used a rubber band to put it up. And basically I use a rubber band because I don't have enough hair ties, so I kind of had to improvise. So once you're done, you're going to repeat the same process. You're going to part your hair into small sections, comb it out, and then clip your ends. And I'll be back once I am done. once I finished the back, I proceeded into the front. So the front was a little bit different for me. I think it took a lot longer, and for me, the front, you have to be more gentle because that is where my hair is kind of weak at, right there by my edges. So as you guys can see, I am being as gentle as possible, even though it's kind of like sped up. Guys, I promise you, I am being very, very gentle. But as you guys can see, I had to constantly comb over. Make sure that you guys comb out the front really, really good, because the front is where it has to be really, really flat at, and that's what everybody's gonna see. They're not really gonna see the back mostly, but they're really gonna see how flat and how moisturized the front is. So make sure that you guys take your time with your front. Make sure that it is flat and combed through and brushed properly. Now this section required a lot more moisturizer and gel, mainly gel. The moisturizer I really use towards my roots because that's where the cakiness kind of is with me. I feel like the cakiness is a lot more about in the roots rather than in my hair and in the length. So I definitely had to apply a little bit more gel than the rest of my hair. I also had to apply a little bit of gel at the ends of my hair to make sure that it stays slick. All because it's not long enough to fit all the way to the back of my hair. So when you are applying gel, make sure that you put enough and make sure that it's slick down enough so that no one really knows or notices how it's not fitting into the puff. And I know you guys can kind of see like the lining of where I put the moisturizer and the gel. By the end of this video, it will definitely be gone. So guys, keep watching. When you guys kind of get to this part of your hair where you kind of like have to hold everything, make sure that you guys brush it really good. This kind of determines how flat and how stretched out your hair will get. And make sure that you double knot the hair tie. I double knotted the hair tie and wrapped it around my hair multiple times and pulled it through to make sure that it was tight and secure. I then went back over with my flyaways to kind of make sure to get rid of them. I kind of bobby pinned it down so that when I go back through with the gel, I'll show you guys. So once I go back through with the gel, it will kind of stay into place because of the bobby pin there. And it will kind of keep it secure so that when I tie my hair down, it stays slick. So you guys can keep the bobby pin if you guys want, or you guys can take it out. It really doesn't matter. Then you can go ahead and start to proceed to pick the back of your hair. Make sure that your puff is in shape. Don't pick it and have like flyaways sticking up or extra frizz. Make sure that it is in order. I then went back to the front with the Style Factor gel. This gel definitely does help my edges a little bit. You guys, I know that it looks white, but I promise you it will go away. It will all be gone by the end of this video, so just keep watching. This is where you do the edges. So I kind of had to go through and redo my edges to make sure that they were done properly. And I just kind of showed you guys kind of one side because the other side really didn't matter. And then I went back through my scarf to tie my hair down. So this will kind of be the starting point of flattening your hair. This is not over, guys. So once I'm done flattening my hair with the scarf, I'm gonna go through and fix my puff in the back a little bit. I'm gonna do a little bit more puffing. But after a little bit of time, I took off the scarf, and this is how my hair looks after. I did go through and add a little bit more gel to kind of slick it down a little bit more because I felt like it was still a little frizzy once I took the scarf off. So I wanted to make sure that it was a little bit more flatter. Then after I was done with my add-ons, I went back through my Jamaican black castor oil and applied it on my hair. Now this will stop your hair from really getting cakey It will not cake up at all, even after the drying process, even after it starts to look old. It will not cake up whatsoever. So the Jamaican black castor oil is really good. I also put it on my edges. It keeps my edges from turning white so that the style factor does not turn my hair white, because I think that was my big issue, was putting style factor on dry edges and then my edges caking up. So the Jamaican black castor oil definitely helped stop it from whitening and caking up. This is how my hair looked after the whole process was finished. I then went back and tied my hair down again to kind of keep it more flatter. And then I went back through with the Shea Moisture Scalp Refresher and I rubbed it on top of the do-rag. And I went back through with the Jamaican black castor oil and rubbed some more on the top. So this will kind of make sure that my hair does stay moisturized while it is like that. I did go back through with my puff again and kind of picked it out a little bit more. I tightened it some. Even if it's tied down, you can still tighten it and it won't mess it up in the back whatsoever. So that is how my puff looked. I then took off my scarf one more time, and this is the finishing look. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. This is how my puff looks. Guys, please like, comment, and subscribe any new ideas. And I will see you guys in my next hair video. Bye.